Hi and welcome. This is Marian LaSalle from the Senior Estate Concierge. And today we have with us Chance Burton. He's our guest and he's going to be talking about the Ace Handyman Services. So let's get right to it. Hi, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. As we were talking before the show, I have a whole list of handyman services that I can't wait to get fixed. So,
That is how we work best with a big list of to-dos.
yes. Now, are you nationwide or are you just here in the Texas area?
So there are over 400 franchises for Ace Handyman Services nationwide. I think the only state we are not in is Alaska, um, and there are 12 different Ace Handyman Services in the Houston area.
12?
12.
Wow. How about Michigan? My daughter's in Michigan and I have to replace her toilet. So,
Yeah, actually there are. I can look it up and let you know. But yeah, the nice thing about Ace Handyman Services is if you go to acehandymanservices.com, you plug in your zip code and it'll tell you what your which franchise services your area. And if there isn't one, and you know some neighboring zip codes, plug those in, and somebody may be able to help you out.
excellent. Okay. Well, I want to welcome everybody to the show today. We are really here for the seniors and the families of seniors. And I really like to talk about how we got started because I think it's important. Bill Graff is our founder, and he's a senior real estate agent. He's certified in the helping seniors. So I didn't even know that existed. So I'm really glad to know that there's somebody out there that's specially trained to help seniors move and sell their home, buy a new place, downsize, whatever it is. And when he was out doing his thing, helping seniors and their families, he noticed that seniors needed a lot more services than what he was able to offer. So he went out and found some friends and some people that he knew, I think, in his church and in his clubs and organizations. And he found other service providers that really like to help seniors. So he started a group. And that group grew and grew and grew until we're all over Houston. We're in every area in Houston now, and we offer services to those seniors with people like Chance. I think this is wonderful. So thank you, Bill Graff, for offering your services and helping to get this group going. So I always like to talk about what it is that is your experience, because as a service provider, I would like to hear how you heard about us and what you think of us and what your experience is. So, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. I'm in a BNI group with Mike Wingfield, who is one of the heads for the Southwest chapter that, that meets in Sugarland. And he told me about Senior Concierge Services and wanted to know if I wanted to come check out the group. As one of our target demographics are people that are either aging in place or are at a point where they're in their home, but they can't perform a lot of the maintenance that they need to perform. So it's a good fit for us as far as our target clientele. So I came to a couple of the meetings as a guest of Mike Wingfield, and like the group there in Sugarland, and I decided to join up. Did some projects with Suzanne Coates, helping her install some grab bars in a home out there, and it's been a nice group of people and servicing a great piece of the community.
Well, we're glad to have you. Let me tell you, like I said, the day I met you was the day I started making my list, my handyman services. So, can you tell us a little bit about what you all do? Can you do anything, everything? Are you very specific? Tell us a little bit about your services.
So we stay in the handyman lane, and what that means is we can complete over 1,162 different projects in your home. Where we draw the line is if it's too large for if it's too small for a contractor, it's right in our wheelhouse. We will do anything as far as a minor bathroom remodel, all the way down to we've gone in and changed a smoke detector battery in someone's home. So there's really no job that's too small. We offer home maintenance programs where we'll come out on a monthly or quarterly or bi-yearly basis and take care of the general maintenance needed around the home, whether it's changing air filters, changing smoke detector batteries, changing lights, cleaning AC filters, or doing minor repairs within that time. There's really not much we will not do. And if it's something we are not legally allowed to do, we have a great group of referrals. So if you get into electrical or plumbing that we're not allowed to do, we've got a couple electricians that we always call on, as well as plumbers that we call on for anything that we're not allowed to do.
And how do you know if you're allowed to do something?
It's all Texas code.
Okay. All right. So you know what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do.
Correct.
Okay. That's good. So what if they have both? They have stuff that you can do and stuff that they can't do, or you can't do?
We'll do the things we can do. And then we refer out, like I said, we have a great referral network. So we'll give them a couple of the electricians we like, or a couple of the plumbers that we like to use and know that are good and honest and upright, and let them choose between a couple.
So you could both come out on the same day and take care of everything all at one time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, if we coordinate it right, we can. We have, typically we're booked out about a week in advance.
I was just going to ask you that. How long do I have to wait?
It depends on the job. If we have an opening, if we've got a quick, something that we think is going to be a quick job, we can try to work you into the schedule. But generally we're about a week out.
Now, I was on your website looking it over, and it looked to me like you go into half day and full day. So
Sure.
When you say you do a little job, like, changing an air filter, what would that fall into a smaller job with a smaller price tag, or do you literally have to take you for a half a day or a whole day?
No, we will. So the way we operate is time plus material. So we do have a 1 hour minimum. So what we tell people, if they do have a small job, is, for instance, changing a smoke detector battery, it's not going to take us an hour to do that. So if you have a couple of other little small things you'd like to get taken care of, so you get the full value of that hour, we're happy to go do all of that, so that you're getting the most bang for your buck. We like the half day and full day packages. The half day gives you 4 hours with the craftsman. The full day gives you 8 hours with them. That's ideally, we like, those are great because we can come in, especially like you said, you have a whole list of things to do. So getting us for one of those full day packages, handing us that list, and we just go through and work on all those items, getting all of it ticked off. That's the way we're most efficient, and you get the most value with Ace.
Okay, so naturally my mind is going, well, how do I know how long it's going to take them? So if I have, say 6 items on my to-do list, and one of them takes, 10 minutes and the other, how do you figure that? Do we call you ahead of time?
Yep. So what you do is you call us, you give us that list of things. We give you a good faith estimate before we even come out there. When the day of your appointment, the craftsman, you get a text message when the craftsman's en route. We set a specific start time. We're not like the cable company where we're going to say, hey, we're going to be here
8
between
to 12.
Yep. We say we're going to be there at 9 o'clock. We're going to be there at 9 o'clock. You get a text message when that craftsman's en route. It gives you his ETA on that text message. And there's a little link where you can click on it, see his bio, learn a little bit about your craftsman. That way, once he does get to your door, the guy that's there is the guy you saw the picture of, and we also do a night before call. So he even calls you the night before just to remind you about the appointment and ask you any questions. We try to put as many notes as we can when you're telling us about the job you have. And he may have some questions like, do you have this material? Am I going to need to pick some things up, et cetera. But once he gets there, he evaluates the estimate we gave you, and he'll tell you before he starts, I think we can get this done in this time frame, or I may be able to get done sooner. So if you want to add a few things to it, you're welcome to. If you'd like to take some things off, we can do that too. We really work within your budget. Like I said, we just have that 1 hour minimum, and then we're billing hourly in quarter-hour increments after that. So if we run an hour and a half, you're only paying for an hour and a half. If we run an hour and 15 minutes, you're only paying for an hour and 15 minutes, and so on.
Well, my mind is just racing with multiple questions. So if I just start asking too many, just say, well, okay, Marian, that's enough.
I'm happy to answer as many questions as you have.
Oh, good. Okay. So I'm just going by my own experience. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure that the people that are listening and watching the show will have their own experiences.
Sure.
So I was visiting my daughter in Michigan, as we talked about earlier. She lives out there. She has 2 children, single mom, and I wanted to remodel her kitchen. Well, I didn't know how to hire a handyman, and I didn't know about you. So I went through and just picked somebody off of next door or something. He had some good reviews. Well, let's just say it was not the best job you ever saw, and he never came back. He took his money and never came back. And I felt like it just felt so terrible. He brought his son who was, playing games the whole time, and opened up the refrigerator. It just felt unprofessional, I guess. Sure. You could say. And sure. So tell me how you work as far as your professionalism.
So, all of my, first off, we don't use any kind of subcontractor. All of the craftsmen that work for me are W-2 employees, and then have all been background checked. They're all insured and they're all bonded. And then everything we do comes with a 1-year warranty off.
Oh, so, did you hear that? That is dynamite. You need to put that in stars.
Yep. That's one thing we tell everybody when they book with us, and when the job is completed. And we also we back that up about 11 months after we've been to home. You'll get an email from Ace Corporate saying, "Hey, you're coming up on a 1-year anniversary," and my office staff here actually calls everybody that we've gone out and performed services on to see how everything is going, if they're still happy with what we came out and did, and if they need anything else. So, you get that email and a phone call follow up once you're approaching that year mark. We also get our reviewed, our craftsmen, when the job is complete. The customer receives a text message once they complete that job asking to have a survey done. When we started, we were using a company called Rate-A-Biz to capture those reviews. Now we use Google reviews. Between the two, we're, I think, close to 200 reviews and have a 4.9 star rating. For those services. And we've serviced probably a little over 1,100 homes since we opened in March of 2001.
That's wonderful. Okay, my next question. By the way, that was excellent. What about hauling stuff away? So I have a deck that we have started to remove. Unfortunately, the people that we just bought the house in January, and I've already gone through the deck. Mm-hmm. They told me that they didn't use it outdoor wood, and they didn't put anything on it to keep it, weatherized. And so it's only about 5 years old, and yet it is just falling apart. So we've started taking it apart. Well, it's just too much for me. Mm-hmm. And so we decided to hire somebody to help us. So if you were to do that, how would you handle all the debris that is coming off of that deck?
So depending on how much is there, typically we have a haul off fee if you have over 5 trash bags worth of debris. And if it's a large haul off thing, we partner up with companies that have mobile dumpsters that will come out, and there's a fee associated with that haul away.
What if it's just taking it out to the street?
Oh, just taking it to the street? No, that's just part of the time.
That's part of it. Oh, okay. See, this is a small deck, and we have a trash pickup here, and they'll allow anything to go on Friday. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. All right.
Like I said, with being time and material, that helps. So, if you need to pay for that time for my guy to haul it all to the curb, he will get it all stacked up there nice and neat for the trash guy. And that's just part of that time. And going back to your question about your situation with your daughter and the contractor running off.
Yes.
Another nice thing about the way we operate is we're billing daily. So you're paying for the work that was done that day, not work done in the future either. So if we work for you, if we're doing a 3-day project with you, you're going to pay each day for that. So you've gotten the work for what you're paying for. Where with a contractor, you're having to pay progress payments or pay some upfront.
Yes.
You don't do that with us. You pay after we're done each day for the time and the material used. And anything that we don't go and buy extra material for the next job, you're paying for your material, and that's it. Not the next guy's job worth of material.
Thank you so much. As you can tell, I have a permanent smile on my face now because I know I can trust you all. I can get this work done that has been hanging over me that I thought I was going to have to try to do. Is there anything that we missed? Is there anything that you want to tell us or share with us that I missed asking you?
Not that I can think of. We're extremely excited about being part of the Senior Estate Concierge because we like to help out in our community. We have a couple of 55 and older communities that we service in the territory I'm in, and we can help you out from, like I said, just your general home maintenance to if you've got a parent that's looking to move out of their home and they need a couple of things done before they go and list it so it can get the most out of the sale price. We can come in and take care of punch lists. There's not much we won't do, and if we can't do it, we will find you somebody that is trustworthy that will do it.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. And once again, I want to thank all of you for watching this. And if you would please do us a favor, I'm sure you know a senior or a family that has a senior, or you're a senior yourself. Please take the time to share this with them. You can share it on your social media. You can email it to them. You can call them up on the phone and let them know about this show because we are here for the seniors. We want to provide the services in a helpful, honest way. And all of our people are background checked, just like Chance said. All of his people are background checked. We are too. Not only is every member background checked, but we also have a system in place with all the members. So in the Houston area, we have about 51 members right now, and they all hear, word gets around. If you're not good, right? If you're trying to do something that's not kosher. So word gets around, and we don't allow that. It's only good quality service providers for our seniors. And so please, we want you to share this. So thank you. Thank you again, Chance, for being here. It was wonderful. I loved meeting you.
It was great meeting you too. And thanks again for having us.
Okay.
I look forward to serving you guys.
All right. Well, bye for now.